When it comes to mastering the science of sales and marketing, doesn't it make sense to get help from an expert? Since 1977, entrepreneur, author, and business consultant David Blaise has been providing American businesses with sales and marketing solutions that work.
One of the first industrial clients that I dealt with sold bisected in-chemical exhaust fans. All right? So I go into this guy, and we're talking about promotions and solutions. And the guy looks at me and he says, I sell bisected in-chemical exhaust fans. The calibration on these things is extremely important. What do you know about my business, and how can you possibly help me?
Selling, like marketing, is a process, not an event. And no one understands the process of sales and marketing better than David Blaise.
I said, well, you know, it's not really my job to know about the fans and the bisected and the in-chemical. That's really your job. My job is to say to you, who buys those things? So who does buy these bisected in-chemical exhaust fans? Well, it's purchasing agents from these different companies. And, oh, are they located locally? Or are they located across the country? No, they're all over the country. About how many of them are there? Oh, there could be like 500 altogether. How many are you currently selling to? Currently selling to, you know, probably, we got about 10% market. We're probably selling to 50 of them. Okay, how'd you like to get to the other 450? Do we have something to talk about now? We have to determine the client's most compelling need. What is the thing they need most desperately? What is the thing that they want most desperately? What are they most trying to accomplish? When we find that out, when we learn that, essentially we're saying, what is your hot button? What is your biggest hot button issue? And then when they tell you and you determine that that really is the biggest hot button issue, it is your job, it is your obligation, you are duty bound to push that hot button again and again and again and again until they either say, yes, I will buy that from you, or please don't ever contact me again, you stalker. I think there's a delicate balance, but our obligation is to get people off the fence. It's to get people off the fence. I would much rather have someone say, no, I'm really not interested in that, because then at that point I can scratch them off the list and never have to broach the subject again. It's a great liberating feeling. I mean, this is exactly the opposite of the typical scenario where we go in and we say, would you like to, you really need, I know you buy this stuff, I know you really need this stuff, and I'm really good. I've been in business, well, I've definitely been in business a long time. Definitely, I'm very good. I'm very good. I'm definitely very good. Yeah, it's all about me, really. They don't care. But you go in there and you talk to them about what it is they're looking for, and all of a sudden, they just think you're the most interesting person in the world. I'm sure when you get into these people, you're not just looking at them like you're looking at me. Tell me about your business. What else? How many employees do you have? How many of them actually work? That's the follow-up question. That's question A and question A1. Yeah. How many of them work for you? Oh, about half. And I learned this lesson from my dentist, Dr. Maggie Cooper, because one time I went in there and I said, hey, doctor, my tooth back here hurts. He said, oh, okay, hang on a second. Let me get my metal hook. Right, she turns around, gets her metal hook. She says, tell me, Dave, does it hurt when I do this? Oh, yeah, that really hurts. Okay. Let me get my cold air gun. Just a second. She turns around and she gets out her cold air gun. She says, tell me, Dave, does it hurt when I do this? Oh, yeah, that really hurts. Okay, why is she doing that? Why is she doing that? What? She likes to hear me scream? I think she's a bit like that, yeah. Why else? Confirmation. I'm confirming that this is the problem. I'm confirming that, yes, that's what she'd have you believe. That's what she'd have you believe. I'm just making sure it's that, too. Well, of course. I need to make sure that this is the one that hurts because I don't want to, drill the wrong one, because then you'd be mad at me. I mean, this is a medical practice. I am practicing on you. Sometimes as a consultant, the best thing is where they say, oh, we did this thing, we gave out these things, and all these people came, and it was incredible. And you can go, you know what? Why don't we do that again? Yeah! You're really smart! Well, that's why I'm a consultant, not just a distributor. Because I know these things. Yeah. The neat part about being a consultant also is that you're just like a busy bee going from flower to flower. And you say, what's the most successful promotion you've ever done? and you tell me something that you did. Now, I didn't necessarily help you with that promotion, but now I know, hey, here's something that works, right? And I may recommend something to you. And then I go over here, and I say, what's the most successful promotion you've ever done? And you tell me something completely different. You say, you know, I was just talking to a client of mine, and she said the most successful promotion she ever did was this. Now, I'm not saying your name. I'm not saying, and particularly if you're competitors, I mean, obviously I'm not going to be sharing that kind of information. But if I say, here's something else, okay, great. Now I go over to you and I say, what's the most successful promotion you've ever done? Yeah, well, you know, I've got a client and this is what really worked well for her, and here's something that worked really well for this person, and here's what I'd recommend for you. So you're going from flower to flower. You're a busy bee. You're collecting all the nectar, and you're spreading the love. You're spreading the love. You're spreading the love around. And now, how smart are you? Because I've just got this repertoire of case studies, none of which I've sold, by the way. Not a one. But aren't I the promotional consultant? And you get to a point where they go, wow, this person is really a wealth of information about what works and what doesn't work. I need to be buying from you. And when they perceive you as a consultant, they'll be willing to spend more money than somebody who's just selling tchotchkes, because they don't want to have to retrain them. They don't have to train a promotional products distributor about how to be a consultant. Well, what about solutions? They'll be going, what? Yeah, I can save you a nickel on them pens. You know, if that's the kind of business you want, knock yourself out. That's not the kind of business I'm interested in.